And here we are today at Bishop Carroll Family Stadium for the contest between the 6th grade Maize Junior football team and the Bishop Carroll Westside Eagles 6th grade team.
We're just now 4 weeks into the season after today. Maize comes in at 3-0. Bishop Carroll's at 2-1 on the young season. Both teams looking for a big win today for both squads.
And here we go. We're hyped for the game, ready to start.
So team captains meet at midfield here. Number 15, Brody Jarvis, along with number 24, Tyler Logsden. Number 23, Ryder Campbell. And number 19, Caden Herrick today are Maize team captains, along with head coach Chris Hadley. Waiting for the coin toss here as the Carroll captains come onto the field.
Our one of the referees today is Lenny Jackson. I am definitely going to chirp him the next time I see him at one of our little boys' baseball games.
Lenny Jackson also coaches baseball over at West Urban. So
he's got a son that plays for the Maize Junior High team, 8th grade quarterback, I believe.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, so they just had the coin flip. And now we're patiently waiting for the outcome. Oh, now there's the flip. It looks like Maize wins the toss. I believe they deferred. All right.
So we appear to be receiving the ball to start the game, as usual.
We will receive. And they shake hands. We're ready to get rolling.
Ready to get underway here.
Well, I'm excited. You know, the only thing that would make this better is if we were playing on grass. Unfortunately, we're playing on turf, so the ball will just be wet and no one will be muddy.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a relief to all the moms who don't have to wash their jerseys.
A little rain shower here and there to start the game. Right now, it doesn't seem to be raining, but I'm sure it'll rain off and on for the rest of the afternoon. 73 degrees and starting to feel like fall finally.
Shout out weather app.
Shout out weather app on my phone. And we're about ready for kickoff here. Number 7 of the Eagles, Parker Hurd, back to return along with number 4, Braxton Leiby.
Yeah, today's Parker's birthday. We'll see if they kick it to him. 12 today.
They stand at the 30, awaiting the return.
Kicking off for the Eagles is number 34, Goebel?
Goebel.
We'll call it a Goebel.
Here's a kick. It's a high kick. It's going to be kicked. Recovered at the 30 by number 14, Carey. Going to gain a couple yards there.
All right.
It's going to bring up first down for Maize here.
Brought down by number 26, Falconio, and number 20, who...
A little confusion here to get underway for our first possession of the game, first series of the game. Looks like Braden Maivella in at quarterback and Shannon Jones back there in the backfield at running back. And our normal offensive set to start the game today. A little change up from last week, in Chaparral. Man in motion,
we'll start
LJ.
off with a handoff to LJ, met at the line.
He's going to be swarmed by the defense.
Yeah.
I mean, they read that well.
Yeah, number 24, Wayne Wilson, first to make contact with LJ there. So, no gain.
Bring up second down. This defensive front, Ben, they have a big defensive front. Let's see how they do against the line.
Oh, hey, we fake it this time. Braden will keep it,
Yeah,
get
stiff
around
arms
the edge.
his way to the 40. He's going to get a first down,
First
Ben.
down. That's good, hard running, right? Well, no, they mark him short. They mark him out of bounds at the 40.
Just shy. It's going to bring up third down and about 3 yards. 2 yards.
Yeah.
That was a great run by Maivella. Good fake. I thought he handed the ball off. I was following the running back out of the backfield there. It was a great run up the sideline. Ball snapped. He hands it to Shannon up the middle. I think he's got a first down there, man.
He does. tackle met by number 40 as well as number 44.
So they're going to reset the chains. It's going to bring up a first down.
And we're going.
Maivella back to pass. He pumps, scrambles. He's got blockers out front. He's going to tuck it and run a little bit here. He's going to be pushed out of bounds just past the 45-yard line at the 47. Picked up a little.
I didn't see who forced him out there. But, hey, a good idea to not throw that football as Shannon Jones was covered coming out of the backfield. Defended well by Carroll. Ends up just a 2-yard gain.
LJ in motion again. He's going to fake the handoff. He's got a block from number 9. He's going to be spun down after a short gain. Maybe a yard there.
Yeah.
Going to bring up another third down.
Another tackle by Blaine Wilson, number 24 on Carroll. All right, brings up 3rd and medium.
Maivella back to pass. He surveys. He's going to throw it incomplete to LJ Bowens down here on the bottom side of your screen. And that's going to bring up our first 4th down of the day.
Looks like we're going for it here.
Yeah, the offense is going to stay out there. No, here comes the punter, Carter Zahner, number 25, into punt for Maize.
Back deep, we have number 20 for Bishop Carroll. Number 20 and 24.
Punt is away. It's a good punt. It's
Good
low.
Punt. Good punt.
It's going to be recovered at the 25-yard line for Carroll, and it's going to bring up their first down and series of the day. Let's see how our defense responds to kind of an uncharacteristic offense there for us. We didn't get any points on the board, which is new to us.
You know, I don't know if it's a wet ball or if it's a late start. But, yeah, we didn't really show out like we're used to with our starting offense, but good. A little adversity is
never hurt.
Something we haven't seen yet this year and something we plan on facing later in the season. So
yeah, absolutely.
Let's get fired up here.
All
right, I'll look for Carroll to do something toward the wide side of the field here. They got 4 receivers out wide.
Yeah. Looks like Dornbush recognizes it. He's trying to get a shift over. The defense he's got a guy coming out that way now. Yeah, he looks to pass. He's back to pass. Throws it up. It's going to be broken up.
Broken up by Maddox Manzano.
Looks like Maddox. Yeah, Maddox Manzano, their number 33, breaks up the play. Great defense.
Great play over there, and they're kicking a flag around. Let's see if there's a hold on the offense, so we will back him up and replay first down after a 10-yard hold. You know, we watched the 5th grade game right before this. The flags came out quite a bit more frequently than we've seen so far this year for that team, and I expect we'll have a flag-happy crew for the late game as well.
Yeah, this crew is definitely looking for any type of infraction they can throw a flag on today, so we need to be on our toes as far as that goes. They come out with another 4 wide receivers.
4 wide down at the bottom of the screen.
It's going to be a quick pass.
Quick pass over to Blaine.
Oh, good hit.
Good stick by LJ.
6, LJ Bowens there. Blaine Wilson on the reception, number 24 for the Golden Eagles after a short gain.
Got back 8 there on that play after the quick screen.
Bring up 2nd and about 12 yards for Bishop Carroll here. Defense looks to get set. Carroll runs the ball offensively a little bit slower than we do. They huddle up, not as quick paced. We'll see how that affects the defense. Back to pass. Pass is going to be broken up by LJ Bowens, number 6. And we've called his name a few times already today. He's been all over the field early on here.
Good defense as Hunter Jennings drops back into that coverage as well.
Yep.
They certainly pull a lot of defenders out toward the 4 receiver set, and LJ out there on an island is right there where we need him to be.
It's going to bring up 3rd and long, Ben. Let's see if they can convert their first 3rd down of the game. Number 10 in the shotgun here. Back to pass. He's looking right. He's scrambling.
Oh, I think we got another hold.
He's going to be brought down by
Good
number
job.
1, Scotty Hadley.
Yeah, and then Hunter Higgins there to finish him off.
Cleans up the play at the end.
So it looks like we'll decline the holding penalty and bring up a 4th and long for Carroll. Surely they'll punt.
So a little slugfest early on here, Ben. Back and forth. The defenses go. Both playing really well early on. Carroll sets up. I would imagine they're going to punt it here, but appears to be shotgun.
He's just in a deep shotgun.
Yeah.
Go after him here, boys.
Yep. There's a little
All right.
Australian rules punt there.
Good
So
idea to get
stay
away from the
it.
ball.
Yeah.
Out of bounds at the 44. Oh, look, he gives him an extra yard. Well, we got the spot down here at the bottom of the screen. That guy looks like he got it right.
He's standing his ground down here. He's pointing at the turf. Let's see if they figure it
He
out.
pointed at the turf saying, oh, no, he gave up.
He's
All right,
gonna-
they get another yard.
He's going to defer to the older referee at midfield there. And this brings up Maize's second series of the day. See if we can't move the ball a little better than that first series here.
A good snap and a run right up the middle.
He's met by
All right.
by several eagles there. Golden eagles, excuse me. Got 2 birds of prey today.
First in on the contact was number 44. They got some big boys in the middle. Our offensive line is going to have to work a little harder than usual to get them out of the way.
Yeah, their front 7 is very big, so we'll see how we handle that. Braden back to pass. He's going to throw it deep to Willits. Incomplete, just out of his reach on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 8 yards.
Good idea. I'd like to see a little more air under that ball just so Ty can get under it, but I like the play call there. We've got a height advantage down at this corner on the bottom of the screen. We'll see what we try this time.
Yeah, number 28, Warkins, comes into the game in the backfield here. Jarvis in motion. There's a low snap here. Bit of a broken play. Braden looks for some room. He's going to be brought down. He's still going, though. Tough yards to get back to the line of scrimmage there. But it's going to bring up another 4th down, Ben.
Well, a wet ball on a shotgun snap brings up a 4th and 10.
Well, it seems to be.
With the confidence we have in our defense, our coaches are mulling over whether or not we will punt here. It looks like we are going to go for it. I don't mind the call. As stout as our defense looked in that first series, I think it's a great idea.
Bowen's in motion. He's going to fake it. He's going to throw it up to Jarvis, who catches it at the 30.
Atta baby.
He's still going at the 20. It's going to take 4 of them to wrestle him down inside the 20. That was a huge first down, Ben.
Huge play. Somewhere Brody Jarvis's dad is smiling.
That was that was a great throw and catch there to pick up a first down on a long 4th down play. I was a little nervous, Ben.
Hey, a gutsy play call pays off. We go to one of our big-time playmakers, and he's right there to make the play.
And now we're hurrying up. Jarvis in motion again. They're going to hand it to him. He's trying to get room. He's got room to work here,
That's a
Ben.
great
He's at
block.
the 10. He's at the 5. He's going to score, Ben. Touchdown,
That's
Eagles.
awesome. Freed up by a great block
Great
by
run.
Hagen Warkins.
Great block by number 28 Warkins, as usual. And he's really been on point with his blocking the last couple of games.
And Brody hit the accelerator like we have not seen yet this year. I think his first time getting into the end zone as a runner.
That is his first.
And it was
touchdown.
well earned, you know. After hauling all those guys on the play before, he punches it in.
Get that kid some oxygen. Let's line it up for the kick now. Scott Hadley to hold, Parker Grizel to kick. Let's see if they can keep it up, Ben. They've been almost perfect this year.
Parker's looked strong this year.
Kick is up. It's good.
Kick is good.
Incredible.
No surprise there. As now Maize takes an 8-0 lead with 3:16 left in the first quarter.
So we got a little excitement there the last few plays, Ben. Finally getting into the end zone, and that leads us to a little bit of a cushion here after the first 7 minutes of play.
You know what? I'd like to see the starters out there just for a little while longer. Make sure we get another score on the board. But a solid effort on 4th down. I'm sure I made the mic spike there with my clap. I could hardly contain myself on that long 4th down conversion. A great pass from Braden. Falls into the hands of Brody Jarvis. And one play later, we're able to punch it in on that motion sweep.
So we're set to kick off here with Grizel again to kick. Number 24 and number 13 of Carroll deep to receive, standing at the 25-yard line with 3:16 to go in the first quarter, Ben. We got an 8-0 lead.
Yep. Let's see if we can shut them down here. I know they've got some speed, and the space makes me nervous, so another strong kick from Grizel will put my mind at ease.
Deep kick there.
There it is.
It's received at the 25 by number 13. He's got an opening. He's got a lane, and he's got some
room.
good blocks up front. Oh, great tackle.
Great tackle right there.
Made by number 23.
Ryder Campbell.
Great tackle by Campbell on the play because Carroll had some room to run there, Ben. You could see it opening up, but he definitely could have ran for another 20 yards there.
It makes me nervous. We don't. Well, I guess we do cover a lot of kickoffs, but we haven't seen athletes like this yet. And with all the space available on a kickoff, led to about a 25-yard return.
Yeah.
So the rain is starting to come down here once again.
It's going to bring up the second series of the game for Carroll here. They're in the shotgun.
And they've got...
He's back to pass number 10. That looks like a backwards pass. He's received it at the...
Oh, and he's swarmed
he's
by a bunch
tackled
of
by
Eagles. Scotty Hadley
like
there,
Scott Hadley
as
there.
well as number 50, Colby Dornbush. And there's Brody Jarvis out there working hard on defense as well. That'll be a loss of 5 and bring up 2nd and long.
Let's see if Carroll has any tricks up their sleeve here to pick up, almost 15 yards here on 2nd down to get a first down. Playing behind the 8 ball, really, most of the first quarter for them.
Here's this same 4-receiver set out to the bottom of the screen, pressured.
Yep, he's going to scramble. He's going to be wrapped up in the backfield.
That a baby, good job.
Tackle made by Higgins, 84. I believe that's his 2nd sack in as many games, Ben. He had a sack last week, and now he has another one today.
We needed it. Another 6-yard loss brings up 3rd and 21 for the Golden Eagles. Keep pushing them back, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, guess what? Lisa Woodard, our good friend, just showed up, so we can look forward to some wonderful photos later in the week. We miss her when she's not here. We're happy to see her today.
The ball was hiked. It appears that one of the linemen from Carroll lost a cleat on the play. Not much to gain there. It's going to bring up 4th, and we'll just call it a mile.
Couldn't tell what all happened there. I saw Hunter Jennings in the mix coming out with the ball, but I think he was, of course, already down.
Let's see if they're going to line up in punt formation here. I would imagine they're going to try that little Australian-style pooch kick again.
Yeah, it worked out well for him last time. Really flipped the field.
And there
it goes out that way.
Manzano back to cover it.
Brody feels the ball.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, but then he's going to be wrapped up by number 44, close to midfield.
Boy, good stiff hit. Who was that? Was that Maddox?
That was Manzano on the return.
Manzano, forgive me. He gets up. He had his bell rung.
Yeah,
that was a good hard hit, but good hands and a good job.
Yeah.
And we got a player down, number 44 for the Eagles.
Yeah. He laid the wood on the play, but he may have come up gimpy.
I think he's just at a loss of breath. I think he's okay.
All right, that's going to bring up 1st down for Maize.
And a quick timeout after they show their formation.
Had an injury on that last play. Now they're going to call a timeout to go over some things before we get started. Scored on our last possession, Ben. Let's see if we can do it again here before the end of the first quarter.
All right, so here we go with the 3rd drive for the Maize Eagles. We start from the 48. Jarvis in motion.
Going to fake the handoff. Maize going to keep it. He's looking for room. He's going to be brought down for a loss.
Doesn't find much.
The ball pokes out there at the end, but they call him down.
Now, they'd blown the whistle, so we know that it's 2nd down.
Maivella You know, he's such a patient runner with the ball that most of the time a gap will open for him and he can hit the hole. There, not so lucky.
Questionable clock operation continues as the clock stops.
On a run play.
On a run play, but here we go.
Second down. Maivella hands to 9. Jones up the middle. He's got a lane. He's got room to work, Ben. He's still going at the 30, 25, 20. He's still going at the 10. He's finally brought down, pushed out of bounds at the 5. Shannon Jones breaks a big one there. We needed that, Ben.
We did. And it's gonna. I hope we punch it in before the end of the quarter. Otherwise, it's going to be another long walk. But great run by Shannon there. Ran out of gas a little at the end.
Well, they're going to bring him out here for a play, Ben. He's got to get a blow.
He needs to breathe. He needs to breathe. So
Absolutely.
Into the game now is Hagen Warkins in the backfield.
Look for a big impact block here from 28. No, they're going to hand him the ball up the middle.
And he will walk in untouched.
Touchdown, Eagles. Great play, great draw. Awesome touchdown. Hagen Warkins.
Set up by a powerful run from Shannon Jones.
Wouldn't you like to have those two kids in your backfield to just punish defenders all day long?
I do enjoy having those kids in my backfield.
So that's going to bring our score 14-0. Here comes the kick. Scott Hadley to hold. Parker Grizel to kick, as always. See if they can keep it up. The rain is really starting to come down. Let's see if it affects the special teams play here. Good snap, good hold. The kick's up.
Oh, man.
It's good, Ben.
Great kick.
Great job by special teams again. 16-0 here. Almost at the end of the first quarter. We have about 45 seconds to go in the first.
The rain really coming down. We wanted to thank our sponsor for today, All Things Barbecue and Yoder Smokers. I could really go for some pulled pork cooked on a Yoder smoker right now.
A little barbecue sauce on there.
Or just, flavor of the meat, 12 hours in one of those Yoder pellet grills. Those 640s, they do the job.
Looks like we got an official time here. Now Carroll runs out onto the field to return the kick here. Parker Grizel back to kick. Again, number 13 and 24. Forgive me, their names are not here in front of me. To return for Carroll at the 25.
24 is Wilson. I'd love it.
Blaine Wilson.
I do not want them kicking to Blaine. He is a speedster.
Here's a kick. It's a booming kick. It's going to back him up inside the 20. Return by Wilson. Breaks a tackle there. He's going to be brought down. There is some laundry on the field. We have a flag down about the 29-yard line. Let's see what the referee has to say.
Yeah, brought down by number 13, Marcus Myers, at about the 33. But we do have a flag on the far side of the field out by the numbers. And they're waving it off. They're saying, you know what?
No flag.
That was a great kick. I just remembered who was the home team, I think.
I smell home cooking.
Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah. I think that's coming from the stand or the concession stand over there. Maybe they're cooking on a Yoder. I would hope so.
That's going to bring up first down for Carroll. And looks like a late substitution for Maize. Ty Willits comes into the game. Number 32 there to play linebacker. Ball snapped. He's back to pass. Ooh. The pass is broken up by 84 Higgins. Boy. That pass was almost intercepted, Ben, and nobody was going to catch him as he had a free lane to 6 points.
Oh, man. What a great athletic play by number 84 right there. Thought he had it. Shades of J.J. Watt doing that once upon a time.
Ben, he's really fun to watch off the edge.
And he's just shaking his head no, and he had a sure 6 if he could wrangle it in. But a great play just to bat it down.
Could have been our first recipient of the turnover chain also today.
Oh, you know what? That would have been a treat. With a wet ball, I'm surprised we haven't seen it loose more often.
Here's second down. The ball snapped to 10. He looks to throw. Pass is incomplete. Dropped by number 17 on the play, the far side of the play, the top of your screen.
Yeah. But you know what? If he would have caught it, Jace Carey and Marcus Myers were right there to defend.
Yeah, he really had no room to work, even with a catch there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 10. With about 25 seconds to go here in the first quarter for Carroll. And they're running some substitutions in and out here of the huddle. Let's see what they've drawn up for our defense. Number 10 back to pass.
Drops
He looks.
back. Oh,
he's
he's
got
got
nowhere to go. We got a flag down at the 30. He throws it incomplete. Intended at the top of your screen.
It's
there.
a hold against Carroll.
Let's see if they pick it up.
We already called it. I don't know if we'll back him up or if we'll decline it here.
I believe Coach Hadley has chosen to decline the penalty.
Oh, no, they're walking it back.
No,
Yeah,
he's accepted it.
Boy, remember 10 minutes ago when there was only a minute left in the first quarter?
Yeah, this has drug on here for a bit.
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
Carroll's still running kids in and out here, trying to get their offense set up for a big play. They need something here to keep this drive going and to keep this game within distance. Otherwise, we're going to stretch this out.
Quarterback under center
under
for, I think,
center
the first time today.
I formation. It's going to
We'll
be a
pitch it back to number
It's going to
13.
be a halfback pass. He's got a man. It's going to be
Dropped.
No, dropped
Wow.
by number 9. Oh, that's demoralizing. He looked like he had it dead to rights and dropped it, guys. It's going to bring up fourth
Still
down.
well defended. We had Marcus Myers there who went up and made a play for the ball, and then we had
I think
a couple
it was
of other.
Braden also there.
Yeah. So our defense was where they needed to be, defending for the bomb. I would assume we have another punt coming here, but you know what they say about assumptions.
No, Ben. What do they say?
And cut.
Number 10 back to punt also.
You know, I'd love to see us pressure. There we go.
There's the pressure on the punt. He's going to tuck it. He's going to be
And
wrapped
Parker
up
Grizel
by Parker
there.
Grizel. Number 27, along with number 13.
Number 13, Marcus Myers.
Number 13,
Yep.
Marcus Myers there to clean up the hit. It's going to be a turnover on downs. We're inside the 20, inside the 15, excuse me. With 5 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Let's see what our offensive coordinator, Brian Garrels, has drawn up here on first down. Maivella back to pass. Jarvis in motion. They're gonna
Give
hand
it to,
him.
it's a double reverse.
To LJ Bowens.
LJ.
Oh, we got a flag on the play. Otherwise, he goes in and scores untouched. Then I think they're going to call
You know
this
what?
one
A
back.
questionable block in the back call.
There's no words to describe what was just called there.
Other than questionable.
Or phantom. Ghost
Yes.
call.
Yes. Brought to you by refs that wear sunglasses on overcast days.
That's an unfortunate
Maybe
play
their
right
prescription.
there.
Maybe that's why he missed it.
That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. Our score, 16-0. Maize leads the game right now.
All right, and so here we go. Jarvis in motion. We'll try.
Maivella deep to pass to Willits. Is the intended receiver there just out of his reach?
Yeah. I'm not sure what that route was. He was kind of curling in. It looked like he needed to stay north and south just a little bit more. It'll bring up second and long.
The offense looks to get set here, Ben. 3 at the top of your screen. Maivella back to pass. Looking for LJ Bowens there. That pass is going to be broken up.
Dangerous pass broken up by number 8 on the Golden Eagles.
So that's going to bring up another third down for Maize. And now, here comes Warkins. He's our typical third down back. Also comes in Colby Dornbush, number 50 here.
And Braxton Libby at the top of the screen playing receiver. We got a heavy
Yeah,
backfield.
we definitely just brought in the heavies there, looking for some blocking, I would imagine. So they're going to hand it to Dornbush, who's
He's
looking
got
for
some
room.
horses out in front of him.
He's got some blocking.
He does. And he's still not
He's
down.
still going. He's going to score.
It looks like he got all the way in, waiting for a signal.
Touchdown Eagles on the play. That was a great run, great blocking.
Fantastic run,
He had a caravan of blockers out front.
Yeah, we got the right guys out in front of him leading the way, and there's 6 more points for the Maize Eagles.
I mean, it looked like a convoy of Eagles going towards the end zone, Ben. I had a hard time following where everybody was at.
I thought he was going to run out of room, but he somehow kept it in bounds. And, you know, Colby, we've seen him run hard this year, and that was probably the hardest yet.
Great run by Dornbush.
As he just, showed us his will to win by getting in the end zone. Great
Hadley
run.
to hold here, Grizel to kick.
And
Kick's going to be good, Ben. It's going to be 24-0 here to start the second quarter at Bishop Carroll High.
Boy, great kick. They got a little pressure off the edge, but no sweat for Grizel as he's perfect on the day, 3 for 3.
You know, Ben, Carroll started the game really well and physical. Let's see if their offense can move the ball a little bit here, keep this thing close before halftime, and really give us a run for our money. They need to get some points on the board this possession, though, Ben. Otherwise, this thing's teetering on getting ugly.
Hell's bells at a Catholic school.
The hunchback must be at the top of the tower, Ben. He's ringing the bell. Griselda kick here, Ben. And the same as usual for Carroll to return. And again at the 25. We're going to try an
something
onside
different
kick here. Returned by number 25 for a little bit. He's going to be spun down, though, by number 58, Augie Fast.
A nice sure tackle from Augie there. Makes sure that that doesn't hurt any worse. I like it. I like the idea.
So here comes Maize's defense. Ben, they still have yet to give up a touchdown defensively. This defensive team for Maize has played really well through the first 3 games and now 3 games in a quarter. Here's Carroll just across the 50.
Trips at the bottom of the screen here. We'll see which side they try. Back in the shotgun with a running back in the backfield to block.
Number 10 back to pass. He's got no time. He's going to be sacked in the backfield.
Oh, my goodness. Hunter Jennings coming with a full head of steam.
Number 12.
Laying into him.
I believe that. Is that Hunter's first sack on the season?
He's probably been in on some plays, but that
was a solo.
No doubter as they send him on the blitz there.
That was a great play by the defense. We were just talking about how well they've played through the first 3 games here. And this Carroll team is no joke. You know, they're 2-1 on the season. They dropped 1 game, but they've outscored opponents so far this year by over 30 points. They've scored 60-some-odd points on offense. This is uncharacteristic of Carroll also.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of variety in their play calling, and they're doing a good job getting kids out in space.
There's a quick pass for a little bit of a gain there.
Yeah, it looks...
He'll be spun down by Dornbush there after a gain of about 6. Back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's going to bring up another 3rd down, Ben.
Yep, 3rd and long again. We'll see what our defense dials up here to shut them down.
Looks like Augie Fast is going to come off the field for Jarvis on the play. Looking for, it looks like more of a nickel package with another defensive back in there for a linebacker.
And here we go, Well, in the nickel is probably a good call to get some more speed on the field as they go back to that 4-receiver set.
Yep. He's looking to pass. He's pressured by Zonner.
Got him.
Man, that Clay Matthews hairdo.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it makes him look even more ferocious. Because that was another great sack by number 25, Zonner, on the play.
Just comes unblocked and makes a great play to drive him back. So 4th and 17 here. I assume we'll see another punt.
Yep.
If they get it off.
Yep. A little meeting of the minds here in the huddle.
or something.
I would imagine everyone in the stadium knows what's coming here. I would hope it's a punt.
Yeah, I would hope so too. But hey, Bishop Carroll, the clock is not your friend. You probably need to, hurry up and make a play. Oh, then we finally call a timeout here.
Yep. They're going to try to slow the game down on us a little bit.
Great idea.
All right, so that's going to bring up 4th down, Ben. They are going to go for it.
Not a punt here.
Back to
Gonna
pass.
bring some pressure.
Swing pass to 34. He's got blockers out front,
Ooh.
but he's going to be brought down at the 50-yard line by Grizel and Hadley there.
Boy, Scotty came in and laid the wood to turn it over on downs.
Absolutely. Great tackle by Hadley and number 27, Grizel, to clean it up.
I would call that a turnover on downs, and I think so does Cam Herrick. Oh, he reached for it and he said no. Great minds think alike, Cam. You were right. All right, so here comes the offense, starting right in the middle of the field. Jarvis in motion.
Fake the handoff. Goes to Shannon there, who's going to be spun down by number 54 for a loss of about 4 on the play.
Yeah, but good sure tackle. Because we know how hard Shannon is to bring down when he has a full head of steam. So into the game comes Workins for Jones. 2nd and 12 now for the Maize Eagles, and we'll see what we dial up on 2nd and long.
Jarvis in motion again here, and they are going to give it to him, but the play's going to be blown dead here.
Call a false start here on
start.
The Maize Eagles. Back them up a little further. Hey, just gives us some more room to work.
Let's see if we can get some things figured out here on 2nd down. We got a little ways to go here, but if there's an offense that can do it, that mimics what a fast break might look like in basketball, this is the offense. Now LJ Bowen's in motion here. Ooh. He's going to fake that handoff and go to Warkins up the middle. And that, for the 2nd straight play, the Eagles of Carroll sniff it out.
Yeah.
That's going to bring up 3rd and long for Maize. Let's see what we dial up here.
3rd and long here. I'm looking to see Jarvis in motion again, but maybe not.
Maivella back to pass here. He's going to be pressured a little bit. He's looking.
Keep it himself.
Got a block. There's a good run.
He is still on his feet, and he's going to go all the way.
He's going to go untouched. 10-5, touchdown Maize. Braden Maivella with over 50 yards on the run. Touchdown.
An outstanding decision to pull the ball, and between having blockers in all the right places and a bunch of Carroll kids assuming he was going out of bounds.
Just such a patient runner with the ball. Great ball carrier vision on that play. He stayed behind the blockers and really just kind of jogged down the field for a touchdown.
And he said, hey, I'm going to make you force me out of bounds. I'm not going to go out on my own. Somebody come over here and hit me, and nobody on the West Side Eagles chose to do so.
So now we have another flag down here. Let's see what we have. It appears maybe Carroll's lined up in the neutral zone.
Are they going to give us a half-yard penalty?
Let's see what the referees decide to do here. They will move it up.
And all right, hey, 1 whole half yard. All right, let's see if Grizel can stay perfect for the day.
Hadley to hold.
His 4th attempt.
Good snap, good hold, and an even better kick. He's 4 for 4 today.
So fortunate to have such a talented kicker at this age. Really gives us a competitive advantage. I mean, we're looking right now, and I mean, he's given us 8 additional points on the day so far.
At this level, Ben, they still get 2 points for a kicked extra point. And so, 8 extra points on the board just because we have a marquee kicker on the team in Parker Grizel.
Yep.
So that's going to bring our score 32-0 here, and we're about halfway through the 2nd quarter.
Of course, it's a double-edged sword when you score points like this, because we're probably going to end up with a running clock again in the 2nd half, which is a little unfortunate, as we'd like to see all of our players get some playing time, but maybe they won't run it. We had some clock issues in the 5th grade game that we were laughing about before we got in here.
Yeah, Ben, I think they played an entire extra quarter of time with all the malfunctions they were having in the opposing box. Well, I guess it would be the home team box because we're the opposing team today.
Doesn't feel like it.
It really
feels
doesn't.
Feels like we own this field too.
Well, based on the scoreboard, we do own this field.
There we go. Sportsmanship. Another one of today's sponsors.
Hey, defend it. Here's Parker Grizel to kick. He's going to get a
We're going to go the other way with it.
there
Covered up by number 54. A good heads-up play there.
at the 45-yard line for Carroll.
You know, Carroll is very fundamentally sound. They've done a lot of things right today. I can tell they're well coached, but there's just so much talent for the Maize Eagles. You almost feel for the other teams.
Absolutely. I mean, you can tell that Carroll, the fundamentals are there, but when you line up against a team that has as many athletes as we do on this side, it makes it tough for anybody. I mean, they might go the rest of the season without losing a game and lose here today by 40.
Yep. And it's just all that team speed all over the field for the Maize Eagles that makes them really difficult to account for.
So here's number 10 in the shotgun. He receives the
He's got
snap.
an empty backfield.
He looks to scramble. He's still looking for his receiver. Throws it up.
And it's kicked off by Brody
intercepted
Jarvis.
by number 15, Jarvis, on the play right there at midfield, Ben. And that's going to be a turnover. And you better get that chain out, Coach, because that kid has been waiting to wear that thing all season.
All season. So, you know, not running the sound today is we are not the home team, but
You know what, Ben?
just
Jarvis is going to have to stay out there because they're still in the nickel formation on defense. So he's going to have to wait his turn to wear that turnover team chain. And here we are, first down for Maize here with about 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go in the second.
That's a little hack audio we had playing. We had the turnover chain song and we had to squeeze in.
As he fakes the snap, he looks for a deep
Oh.
throw. Man, that
Oh,
looked like
in and
pass
out of the hands.
interference there on Dornbush. Even he's kind of bewildered at the ref.
Yeah, in and out of the hands of number 20 there. Kind of a dangerous pass.
Definitely a dangerous throw there, intended for Dornbush. That's going to bring up second down now.
But with the exception of that pressure from the edge, we saw our
line really
second
blocked
team
well.
line
Yeah.
hold up quite a bit so we can get that ball down the field,
Yeah,
really stretch
great
it.
blocking, had plenty of time to throw there. That's going to bring up second down. Here he is. He's going to hand off to Warkins, who's going to be gobbled up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 5 there by Hagan. Number 34 and 31 there combined for a tackle. And now it's third down here, Ben, and 15 to go. So we need something big here.
Yeah, I'd really like to see some better blocking up front from this second unit. We just let a couple of guys get through and kind of ran him down from the back end on a slow developing play.
He's going to hand it to
Parker
Grizel
right up
up
the
the
middle.
who gets it
some
back.
yards back. I'd say gets about 5 yards back on some tough running through the middle.
Original line of scrimmage. It is going to bring up fourth down. And I would imagine we punt it here.
But, I mean, with the defense playing the way it is, might as well leave this second unit on the
Sure.
field. We'll see what happens.
Sure. So they will stay out there.
Unless they let Parker kick.
Parker is
Now,
deep.
looks like we're going to run with the offense again.
This wishbone style or maybe pistol style. 15 is back to
Fake
pass.
the
He
handoff.
pumps.
Oh, he had time, but he's out, and he's got
scrambles.
room.
He's going to pick up a first down and a little bit more. He's going to be finally pushed out of bounds.
The 31.
You know, and that's a great run there to keep the drive going, but he's got to look to make the easy pass. Sometimes he tries to do a little too much. He needs to look for the easy pass. That was a great run there to keep the drive going, but let's see what he does here on first down. Hopefully he doesn't throw it into traffic. I can say that because he's my son.
Yeah, I would like to see, as much of an athlete as he is, I would like to see him get rid of the
Dornbush
ball.
in motion for that little wheel route,
little
and it's going to be
confidence
broken
builder.
up. Yeah.
They already called the pass incomplete, so a lot of whistling and kids rolling around for no real reason.
Fabric pass broken up by number 31, Grant Bergemeyer.
The offense is getting the play from the sideline here. It's going to be second down. Some argument from the Carroll sideline about whether or not that might have been a backwards pass. The referee was pretty quick to call it an incomplete pass. He was right on top of it. So I think it is going to bring up second down here. Let's see if the offense will get set here. Let's just chip away here at the yardage. Carroll's defensive set gets set against the offensive line. Man in motion, Hadley. High snap. He's going to be, no, he's going to break. Oh, yeah. He is going to be spun down for a sack.
Brought down by number 31, Drogemeyer.
Another loss on the play.
3rd and long brings up another opportunity for us to probably pass.
Let's see here. Jarvis talking to his lineman there. Hopefully some words of encouragement. It's going to bring up a long 3rd down. Another high snap. He fakes the handoff. He's going to be sacked again, Ben. And they're just getting too much of a push up front.
You know, I think a little bit of miscommunication as they get that pressure off the edge. I know Brody's frustrated.
Well, here comes another 4th down. I think that line marker is incorrect. I could be wrong. It says 3rd.
Yeah, we're at 4th down.
I believe it's 4th down here. We do have about 17 yards to go, 18 yards to go here. Brody back to pass
snap
here.
This time.
He gets hit, and that probably is a fumble there, Ben.
Yep,
and it's recovered by Carroll. And he just has no time to throw the ball back there. I mean, that was a quick pass to the running back, and he didn't even get the ball out of his hand. So that's a turnover on a fumble by number 15, Jarvis. Let's see if our defense can hold him here before halftime. There's about 1 minute and 42 seconds to go on the clock as Carroll comes back out for offense.
Boy, a frustrating series. Really need that second team line to stiffen a little, and that communication could probably use a little bit of work in terms of who's blocking who. So Carroll starts just on their side of the 50. They've got 51 yards to go to get to pay dirt. Still spitting rain. We'll see.
Carroll breaks the huddle finally. Lines up.
They go under center here. Man in motion. Illegal motion, as it turns out.
There'll be a penalty on Carroll there. Well, let's back him up a little bit.
That'll take him back 5 yards.
You know, Ben, one thing with Carroll so far today is they've been playing behind the sticks most of the day as far as penalties go on 1st or 2nd down. They've been really shooting themselves in the foot. So we got a timeout here by, is it Carroll?
Yeah, timeout Carroll.
1st down for Carroll here. It's a pitch to number 13. It's a halfback pass, but Dornbush reads it perfectly.
Oh.
Number 15 and
25.
Carter's
Carter's
on
honor in there.
Carter's
Boy,
honor.
Just a great shot of the pursuit of the Maize Eagles. Everybody flying to the ball there.
Absolutely.
And we still had our coverage over the top. Maddox Manzano working over, and I mean, just outstanding football played by the Maize Eagles. Backs them up another 7 yards.
One of the things I like about our defense, Ben, is how well they communicate with each other in between plays even. They're constantly chatting it up, telling each other where they need to be. So that brings up 2nd down for Carroll.
And they try
Looks
reverse
like
to the wide side of the
and
field.
it's going to be sniffed out by Augie Fast right there to make the tackle along with number 28, Hagan Warkins. Another great defensive play where nobody was fooled on it.
No, and we'll see now if I don't think we need to pile on here. We would, in a competitive game, probably call a timeout here to save us some time on offense, but really no need.
It's going to bring up 3rd down and long for Carroll with just about 25 ticks left on the clock before halftime.
We'll probably just see one more play out of Carroll here before the half. Little chatter from the Maize parents.
Gotta love it, Ben.
Open window to the soul.
Less than 5 to go here. Snap is made. 10 back to pass. It's going to be thrown and intercepted
by
number
Hunter
12,
Jennings.
Hunter Jennings on the play. And that's going to end the half with Maize leading 32-0. So Hunter Jennings and Brody Jarvis both sharing the chain.
He's saying, give me that chain.
Yeah.
I'm going to wear it all halftime. Oh, my goodness.
What a great half of football there.
Yeah, great defensive effort on that last play of the game. Or quarter, rather. You're welcome for that reference. And Maize will kick off to start the second half. Another one on the ground. Attempted to cover.
Covered by Maize at midfield by number
Looks like
13,
Marcus
Marcus
Myers
on the play to start the second half. We bring you back to Bishop Carroll Family Stadium here. The rain is slightly letting up here. It was coming down pretty hard there at the end of the second quarter, but now here in the third quarter to start the second half, it's letting up a little bit. Let's see what we can do on offense here against Carroll's defense.
And I believe we do have a running clock for the second half.
We're back with that second team offense here. A little confusion trying to line up correctly here. Jarvis with the snap. He's going to hand it off up the middle to Grizel. Gets a couple tough yards after a gain of about 1 or maybe 2 yards there. It's going to bring up second down. See if Maize can get lined up here. Jarvis hands off again to Grizel up the middle, number 27.
Up the middle, he's got more room.
He found a lane there, Ben. He's finally pulled down by a couple defenders after a nice little gain there.
Brings up about 3rd and 3. On a good run, they finally opened up a hole for him. Yeah, I like this downhill running. I think this second team offensive line unit responds a little better to it.
A little better at run blocking.
They just block the guy in front of them.
There's a snap. Oh, he's going to hold it.
He's going to keep it.
Getting
Gets
to the
outside.
He breaks off a tackle. He's going to be pushed out of bounds. I think he's got a first down.
He does have a first down here on the bottom of the screen. Gets
First
it
down.
down to the 34-yard line on a good run. Hey, a good no block in the back by number 7, Parker
Absolutely.
Hurd.
You know what, Ben? He put his hands up
Yep,
to let the ref know, hey.
Good, smart play. Hey, I'm not cheating here.
Exactly.
Hey, it's also my birthday. Don't throw a flag on me. Happy birthday, Parker.
Number 15 back to pass. He's going to be pressured. He's going to be brought down by 3. He's fumbled the ball there.
Looks like
Here's
they
the
called him down.
Ref is going
There's
to
a
call
whistle
him
blown.
down. A little shook up on the play is Jarvis, slow to get up there. He hit his head pretty hard on the turf. Let's see if he's all right. He's going to be all right. Yeah, he's going to come out, Ben. He took a rough hit there, bounced his head off the turf.
Yeah.
So let's see if Scotty Hadley comes in to play a little quarterback. Yeah,
Yep,
he's out
yep,
there right
number
now.
1 coming into the game, our next man up.
That is going to bring up second and long after a short loss there on the quarterback scramble by Jarvis. Hadley now takes over this offense. Let's see if he can move the ball in the shotgun here. Hadley hands off to Grizel up the middle.
He's got some room.
He finds another lane.
Yeah, good hard run inside the 30.
Another good chunk of yards for the, let's just call him a power back, Grizel,
Yep.
number 27 for Maize there. When we need tough yards, he's usually the guy we go to.
Yep.
Trips to the top of your
Yeah, we've got
screen here.
Manzano, Carey, and Walker Buckley back there.
In
Bad
motion.
snap.
Looks like Hadley's just going to fall on that snap. It's going to bring up fourth down, Ben.
Wet ball.
Yeah, the
Bites
conditions
us
are
again.
Yeah, conditions are tough to be a center today. So Carroll substituting some guys in and out here for this fourth down play. It looks like we're going to go for it here.
See if we put the ball in the air.
Hadley back to pass. He's pressured. He's looking for a lane to run in. He's
gonna-
got some room.
He's got some room. Is it enough? I would say yes.
I think he's
First down,
got a
Maize
first down.
Eagles.
another tough run.
Boy, it seems like they brought the house.
It's a great run by number 1 Hadley there to keep this drive alive. Keep going with the ball here. Let's see if we can get in the red zone here. We're a couple yards from it on first down.
I'd look for another handoff to Parker to start things off.
And he's back to pass. Doesn't
He's
have a receiver
scrambling
on this side. Parker Hurd putting up a good block.
Oh, looks like a face mask call there.
We got a little laundry on the field, 2 flags down, and it is going to be a face mask, Ben. You're absolutely right.
Number 44 committing the infraction today. He's been all over the field for Bishop Carroll.
So I believe that would move us inside the 10-yard line on that play.
It should be a first down for us as well. Half the distance at this juncture.
Maize offense is getting the play here as we walk it into, the 9-yard line here. And should be a first down to work with for Scott Hadley in this Eagle offense.
Carry in motion.
Carry in motion. He's gonna
Carey
get
gets the ball.
He's
See if he
looking
can make
for
it around
room.
the edge.
He's gonna be wrapped up. He's still pushing the line.
Hey, good effort there from Jace Carey. Probably first time I think we've seen him carry the ball this year. Gets around the edge for a short gain.
You know, Carroll's front 7, Ben, they look to be almost equally as strong as we are. I mean, the blocking looked good there, but they were still able to get in there and make a good tackle. And like we said earlier, their fundamentals are pretty down packed. So here's Maddox Manzano in motion.
Blow the play dead. Maybe an
flag
illegal
here.
motion there. False start is the call against the Eagles. That'll back them up 5. And we'll try it again from the 14-yard line.
False start on the play. It'll still be second and goal.
We have just under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Maize looking to punch it in here from just outside the 10-yard line. Snap to Hadley.
Carey
hands
gets the
it
ball
off.
again. He turns it up.
He's going to get it inside the 10.
Good aggressive run there from Jace Carey.
Looks like he's back to the original line of scrimmage there. Should be third down for Maize here. You know, Ben, if say we don't pick up a touchdown here, would we go for a field goal having Parker Grizel in our back pocket there?
I would love to see him get an opportunity. He had an opportunity for a 30-yarder last week. I'd love to see him get another one here.
Manzano
in motion.
motion.
Again with the false start penalties. Everybody gets a little nervous with that man in motion.
Yeah.
So, we get 5, we give them back. We get 5, we give them back.
Playing a little ping pong here with the referees and the flags.
And
Back and
here we
forth.
are. Hey, one drive, about 10 plays into the quarter, and this will be the last play of it.
Looks to be like we're running the
And
same
we'll
play.
give it to Maddox.
Do hand it off there, but he's going to be brought down in the backfield by a couple defenders. He's tough to bring down,
Yeah.
but it
Tough
is
to
going to be
bring
a
down.
loss, and it is going to be the end of the third quarter.
Down by a group of Eagles.
All right, so with that running clock, a quick end to the third quarter.
Our score is still 32-0. Maize leading the game.
And as we pick up where we left off, Maize still driving from the third quarter. Another false
Hadley
start
back
for
to
Maize.
pass, but we can't get anything going here.
False start on the offense.
Got some movement on the line. People kind of coming out early.
A little antsy, a little jittery there on the line. 'Cause that's our third or fourth line infraction, I guess, on this possession.
On this drive.
Yeah.
On this drive. We got some kids playing different positions than usual, though.
So Hadley in the shotgun again here. Back to pass. 31 breaks free from the block. He's going to be spun
again.
down after a big loss
Boy,
there.
Drew Drogemeyer again, a big impact player for the Bishop Carroll team.
Grant Drogemeyer with a big sack in the backfield.
Saw him have a pretty dominant series to end the second half,
Yeah,
or
I
the
think
first
that's-
half, rather.
That's either his second, maybe even third sack of this game.
So good he should come play for Maize.
He's having a good game, that's for sure, on the edge.
A good game. A good game. I think, as this one wraps up, I'm excited to see K-State take on OSU tonight. We'll see how that one goes.
I'll tell you how the KU game went today.
Didn't go KU's way.
That's for sure.
Hey, you know what?
I believe that's been the same story for about 10 years of KU football.
We got to give Coach Miles some time, don't we? I don't know who my Longhorns played today. Hopefully they came out on top. That'll be cut. And all the Nebraska fans that are watching, I'm sure that y'all enjoyed game day this morning.
College game day today, yeah. They take on Ohio State tonight. Anyway, back to the game. First down for Carroll here with just under 6.5 to go in the fourth quarter. In the shotgun.
Looking to pass here.
Got
Ball
a
in the
pass
air
up.
to number 40 right over his head.
It's going to be incomplete. Brings up second down here.
This is a pass-heavy offense, but with a lot of their balls in the air not landing in Golden Eagle hands, I'd be a little nervous throwing it here. Boy, they bring in some beef. Number 12 is a big old boy.
Carroll in the shotgun again. Second down here.
We got trips to the top here. They look to
Pass
get it out
is
that
going to be
way.
deflected by number 28, Warkins, on the play.
Number 40 broken up.
Great play by Hagan to diagnose that and get out there. And it'll bring up a quick third down for Carroll as they're really trying to move here. See if they can get something to go their way before this one ends up at zeros.
They break the huddle here. They're going to be under center on this play. A third and long. Takes a snap. It's a
Sweep
pitch.
it outside.
24, Blaine Wilson. He stiff arms number 5, Walker Buckley, but he hangs on and pulls him down for a loss. There is a flag on the play on the far side of the
Sure,
field.
if that was a block in the back or maybe a face mask is the call.
At the top of your screen.
You just said face mask on the offense. I guess there was some stiff arm action going on.
Backfield by number 5.
A little bit of a conversation going on. Personal foul, face mask against
Are they
Carroll.
gonna call it on Carroll? You don't see that very often. That does get called, but it's not very often that you see the offensive player called for a face mask infraction there. But that's going to bring up a third down and even longer, I would imagine, if we accept it, which we do.
So, just going back to that play, great pursuit from Maize to string that out. Fast number 24 still can't make it to the edge as our team gets from edge to edge so well.
Third and a wire, folks.
So here comes Carroll on third and long. They need to get to the 50-yard line, Ben, for a first down here. He's going to be pitched.
Oh, and we're throwing
Halfback
it deep.
pass. Maddox
And Maddox
Manzano there.
Oh,
That pass was almost caught, Ben, by number 16, close to the 40-yard line. If he catches that ball, he might score.
yep. Intended for number 16, Cole, one of their speedsters on the outside edge. And, a dangerously defended pass for Maddox, but it goes our way like most things have today and brings up fourth
And then 30.
and 30. All right, what's in the playbook there?
Low snap. They are going to
and
punt
a
it.
punt. Okay.
So it looks like Maddox is there to return. Gets away from the first defender. He's at the 30, Ben. He's going to be pushed out around the 24-yard line. And that's going to bring up first down for Maize with just inside 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter.
And we'll see what we've got. Of course, we pushed the second team unit back out there now. I wouldn't be surprised if we spread the ball around to some of our other guys.
So Hadley comes back out to lead the offense here on this drive with 2 minutes 30 to go. Colby Dornbush in the backfield, Jace Carey, in motion. Hands off to Colby Dornbush. Be brought down after a short gain. Bring up second down for Maize.
Looks like Carter's honor a little shaken up there. He'll hustle out of the game, and in comes Hernandez, 99.
Andrew Hernandez
Good to
in
see
there.
Andrew back out there.
Hadley, hands off up the middle again to Dornbush, who breaks the first tackler, but he's going to be wrapped up by Blaine Wilson, number 24 of the defense.
Number 24, Blaine Wilson. It was 35.
So in come some substitutions for Carroll here before Maize's third down play. Maize switches out a running back. Looks like Workins is back into the game for
Workins
Maize.
in for Colby.
He is the traditional third down back for Maize. Low snap there to Hadley. He's going to be brought down in the backfield for a sack by number 44 on the play. And that's going to bring up fourth down, Ben.
Going the wrong way here.
Maize offense trying to get the play in here.
Now, inside of a minute, we'll see if we can make something happen on what is likely one of the last plays of the game.
Trying to get
Carry
Carey
in motion.
There he
Snap.
is. Looks like we got another false start, Ben, on the offense. And they can't seem to figure out how to run that play to a T yet.
No. And this will likely now be the last play of the game with 40 seconds left.
You know, if it were me, Ben, I'm taking a shot to the end zone.
I like your spirit.
It's like having
Hey, it looks like we're taking a shot to the end zone. Oh, would have been a great way to end it for the birthday boy.
Number 7, Parker
right.
Hurd, the intended receiver there.
And we'll turn it over on downs.
Let's see if Carroll can get one last play in. There's 10 seconds to go. The score
And the score is the score.
is
It's
gonna end up
32-0.
32-0. So Maize moves to 4-0, and Bishop Carroll's going to fall to 2-2 on the young season here. And that should do it from Bishop Carroll Family Stadium. That
Good
was a
stuff. Hey,
great
one
game.
more thank you to our cameraman, Justin Carey, for providing all of this to us. He does all the work, and we have all the fun.
Very spoiled. Thank you to Mr. Carey.
Go buy a Yoder smoker at the end.